This is a video on the small cap algorithm section. So these are the swing trades that have been signaled by the algorithm, and these come out nightly, usually around 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. time frame, and are sent out in a summary. If there should be a new algorithm signal, it's sent out in a summary email around that time to all members of Get Stock Ideas. So here's some of the most recent picks that have come out. So when these happen, you'll see the symbol. So here's Ruby Tuesday that was alerted, and the green is the day that it was alerted. And after that, you can see the results of how it moved after that. And you also notice that there's these yellow lines in here. And what this is that the system is also calculating areas where the stock has kind of paused. So you see right here, it kind of paused here on this line. And that means that there's a lot of volume. A lot of people purchased the stock around that area or sold the stock around that area, that denoting that little pivot there in price. So those areas usually act as, if they're below the current price, they act as support. If they're above it, they act as resistance. So it's just something to know if you're making this swing trade on this stock. It's good to know where you're going to hit some resistance, where you're going to find support. So that's what those are there for. So you see right now this algorithm is only putting out bullish signals, and it'll put a 3 or a 2 depending upon the confidence level of the signal. And so these are the last two ones here, are CXRX, which looks, I believe this one hit a high of about 70% move. Now, the goal of this algorithm is to only hit about 5 to 10% of a win, but this is the type of thing where if it moves this quick, if it moves up 10%, 15% in a day, I usually tell people to lock in at least some of that profit, maybe half of your position, and then put a trailing stop on it to let it just run. If it's running this quickly to the upside, then try to squeak out a little bit more of that gain. But still, these were two really good signals that came out, and then before that we had this one AAOI on the second that also had a really great run. Looks like it came up here to this one yellow line, and kind of that's where you see it kind of hit it, pause, and return to it again, and then bounced again. So that 24 level was definitely an area where there was a little bit of a resistance there to break through. And one other thing to note here is that you notice that there's 7 days between these two things, and that is not too uncommon. It's not something that's trying to output a trade every single day, or even like a few trades a week. It's just aiming to when there's a trade available, and it's usually about a trade a week, but it's not guaranteed that there's going to be a trade a week. But that's not, you should be looking for opportunities to make trades that have statistics on your side. Past historical performance is on your side, so not to rush you into a trade when you really shouldn't be. So don't expect there to be tons of these trade ideas coming at you from this particular section, but just know that it's it's using the analytics, and that if it's not there, it's not going to alert you. So that's the summary here for the swing trade algorithm, and hope you liked it. Thanks.